I had just finished straightening my tie when she said it. Her reflection stared at me from the vanity mirror. Her voice steady but her hands trembling as she adjusted her earrings. "Michael," she whispered, "before we go tonight, there's something you need to know. I've been seeing someone else." Felt like the floor split beneath me. My lungs forgot how to work. The simple act of breathing became foreign. "What did you just say?" I asked, though I heard her perfectly. Her eyes darted away from mine in the mirror. "I didn't want you to find out at the party. I thought you deserved to hear it from me first." From her. My wife of 11 years. My partner. My best friend, or so I believed until 30 seconds ago. The cracks I ignored. The room suddenly seemed smaller, suffocating. The warm glow of the bedside lamp turned harsh, almost mocking. I clutched the dresser edge, grounding myself against the tidal wave rushing through me. "You've been seeing someone else?" I repeated, each word jagged like broken glass in my throat. She nodded once, barely visible, as if the gesture itself might shatter her composure. "It wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't plan it." The words blurred together in my ears. I thought of the late nights at her office, the sudden bursts of secrecy on her phone, the way she turned away in bed instead of curling into me like she used to. Every red flag I buried in the soil of denial bloomed at once, choking me with their truth. "How long?" asked my voice hoarse. Her lip trembled. 3 months. 3 months. 90 days of lies. 90 mornings of coffee together, of pecks on the cheek, of pretending nothing was wrong. The party that meant nothing. We were supposed to be heading to a friend's housewarming party that night. I had been looking forward to it for weeks. A chance to relax, laugh, and remember what being a couple felt like after months of distance. Now the idea was absurd. "You choose now to tell me?" I asked, incredulous. "Right before we're supposed to walk out there and smile for everyone like we're fine?" Her silence answered me. "You weren't planning to stop it, were you?" I pressed, fury rising in my chest. "You weren't confessing out of guilt. You just didn't want to get caught at the wrong time." "Michael, please," she said softly, finally turning to face me. Her eyes glistened with tears. "It's complicated. I still love you, I do. But I don't." My voice cracked, sharp and final. "Don't say you love me while telling me you've been in someone else's bed." The tears slid down her cheeks. Betrayal in real time. I wanted to scream, to break something, to demand the name of the man who had stolen my wife's loyalty. But part of me knew, this wasn't about him. It was about her. About the choices she made every single day to keep the lie alive. "Do I know him?" asked, bracing myself. She hesitated, then whispered, "Yes." My stomach turned to ice. Ooh. My mind raced. A coworker. A mutual friend. One of the people we were about to see at that damn party. The idea of shaking hands with some man who had touched her, kissed her, whispered to her in the dark. It was unbearable. "Tell me who." Her lips pressed together. Silence. That was my answer. She was protecting him, not me. A decision made in seconds. I took a deep breath, steadying myself. I realized then that this was not a moment for begging or bargaining. It was clarity carved out of chaos. I looked at her. Not the woman I thought I married, but the stranger standing in my bedroom, dressed in a navy blue dress she'd picked not for me, but perhaps thinking of him. "You go to the party," I said finally, my voice low, almost eerily calm. "Smile. Drink. Pretend. That's clearly what you're good at." Her brows furrowed. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying I'm done," I replied. "I won't play the fool in public while you keep lying behind closed doors. Go if that's what you want. But when you come back, don't expect me to be here." The words hung in the air like a death sentence. The walkout. She reached for me, desperate now. "Michael, please. Don't do this. It's not what you think. It's not serious." I laughed bitterly, the sound hollow even to my ears. "Not serious? You've been lying to me for 3 months. Sneaking around. Telling yourself it's okay as long as I don't know. That's serious enough." I grabbed my coat from the chair, the fabric shaking in my hands as adrenaline coursed through me. "Where are you going?" she asked, panic rising in her voice. "Anywhere but here." I walked out the door, her sobs following me down the hall, echoing in my skull. The silence after. I drove aimlessly for hours. The city lights blurred through the windshield, streaks of neon and gold smearing into nothingness. Part of me wanted to call someone, my brother, my best friend, but shame tightened its grip around my throat. To admit it out loud felt like exposing a wound still gushing blood. I pulled over near the river and sat there, the engine off, the night pressing in around me. The water rippled darkly, reflecting a version of myself I barely recognized. I thought about our wedding day, her smile as she walked down the aisle. I thought about the nights we stayed up talking until dawn, the trips we took, the plans we made. Had all of it been real? Or was I just too blind to see the cracks forming beneath our feet? The call that broke me further. My phone buzzed. Her name lit up the screen. I let it ring. Minutes later, a text arrived. "Please come home. We need to talk. I don't want to lose you." My chest tightened. A cruel irony. She didn't want to lose me, but she had already given herself to someone else. I typed back slowly, each word deliberate. "You already did." The aftermath. When I finally returned the next morning, the house was eerily quiet. Her dress lay crumpled on the chair. She hadn't gone to the party after all. She sat on the couch, her eyes red-rimmed, her face pale. She looked up at me like a child who had broken something precious and couldn't fix it. "Michael," she whispered, "please. I'll end it. I'll do whatever it takes." I stood there exhausted, hollowed out. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to rewind time, to erase the words she had spoken and pretend we were still us. But once spoken, some truths could not be unspoken. Some wounds could not be patched. "You ended it the moment you let someone else in," I said quietly. "There's nothing left to save." Her sobs filled the silence as I walked upstairs to pack a bag. Closing the door. Leaving wasn't dramatic. There was no yelling, no slamming doors. Just the slow, deliberate act of choosing myself for the first time in years. I carried my bag to the car, the morning sun breaking over the horizon. She stood in the doorway, clutching her robe around her, watching me with eyes full of regret. For a moment I almost faltered. Almost. But then I remembered her words in that bedroom mirror. Her calm confession before a party like it was nothing more than a scheduling conflict. And I knew. I turned the key in the ignition, the engine roaring to life. With one final glance at the house that no longer felt like home, I pulled away. Epilogue. Betrayal doesn't happen in a single moment. It's built brick by brick, lie by lie, until the wall finally caves in. That night, her confession shattered the illusion I'd been living under. And though it tore me apart to walk away, I realized something on that drive along the river. Sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is not fight to hold on, but to let go. I didn't attend the party. I didn't stand by her side. But in leaving, I reclaimed something I thought I had lost forever. Mice.